Well, I finally switched up cases on my workstation. So as of today, she has been swapped on over to Thermaltake Versa 24. It can accommodate, believe it or not, 4 different 120mm fans. Or, if you want them, 4 different 140mm fans. With a single 120mm on the back. You can guess which I had to go for. And they are beautiful. You got the cones out in front of them. The top half is covered so you don't hear anything. It gets venting from the side here. That's where it pulls most air through. I'm using fluid-bearing fans, so that's all the noise they put out. And I'm literally up against the grill. You can probably see by the autofocus here. I'm on the grill, and that's all the sound they make. Over 68 cubic feet per minute apiece. So it's wonderful. First time ever. Oh, she breathes easy. Oh my gosh. These vents up here push air out the top. You got air coming in the side vents here. The front there. Power supply is now self-contained underneath in this nice little shroud, which is awesome. It also holds the hard disks. Got drive bays for up to 2, or you can put your SSDs up here directly behind the fans if you so choose to do so. But yeah, having everything in there and out of the way, swapping the PSU to underneath the motherboard, oh, big difference. You got another little 120mm back here. It's so wide I was able to put this huge 5-pipe. If you can see them, there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. CPU cooler on it, so now it doesn't just breathe easy, it breathes really easy. There's the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. So it is very, very happy in there. And if you also notice, other than that wire there, and this little 4-wire here, every wire is completely hidden. They're all tucked behind the PSU, the fans, everything else. No wires on any of it. If you look closely right here where these are going, this case actually has 2 removable halves, and this guy comes off. You can tuck all the wires beneath your motherboard and then send them right out the front. So it comes across. Let me scoot this back. It has a very, very clean look. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. And it's so clean. And the airflow is incredible in here. I mean, it flows so smoothly. Only weird thing I noticed was the drive bay. This little guy right here is made to be completely flush. So, you know, you look at it from the side, you see this. Clean lines. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, yes. But there is something weird about it. This piece here, when it pops out, well, it pops out entirely. So it's kind of an open hole with a eject button. Now, what I found, for me, is that if I were to actually just go in here, whoop, or let's just do this easy way. If you go into your CD-ROM drive, and you just right-click it and go to eject, like so. Easy as that. Well, once you click that, there it is. To close it, right behind it, this little button right here, give it a tap, and it goes. Now to do that and make it completely flush and flat, well, you have to get creative. I used a 1-inch, 90-degree, 50-pound L bracket, ground it down to fit, and I was able to actually secure it to that. And then let me open that again. There she is. with this simple little L bracket. I mean, it was just a really simple thing. So, it's shaped like this. I glued the upper half on the top of my palm here, directly under this lip after I ground it down to the length I wanted, just where it'd be touching about here, and made sure it's glued in place. And for the back half, I made sure I measured very close, less than a 1/16 of an inch from the front of this tray, because the last thing you want is to glue anything here that does not move out or you glue it shut. So I layered it up with 3 separate beads, which I let sink together because the more glue gun glue you put in a singular mass, the longer it retains its heat and the more time you have before it cools. If it cools too early, you may not get it placed the way you want. That'll suck. But once it's in there and the bead's on, you've got your measurements right. 3 strips, let them all kind of merge into one, hold their heat. I slid this in and pressed it in, making sure to hold down here so it didn't tilt down on me, and press it up and inward. Held it for about 30 seconds. And it's sitting pretty. And that's it. It's on there, it's happy. It's one-click ejecting. And it's pretty strong. So my DVD-RW is now sitting pretty. And it actually looks as clean as I'd hope it would too, versus this whole space which had been open. Just an open bay with a button here. Much nicer to have it all clean. And it is seamless. Check out the top and right there in the bottom. All the way across. It is absolutely seamless. So yeah, that was the only weird thing I noticed. And it's a super simple thing to fix. If you got a Dremel and L bracket, you're done. It is just sitting pretty, you are done. But yeah, as far as operating temps, I was able to run StarCraft 2, 1080p, ultra textures, ultra models, and it got to about 107 was the highest it hit on my GPU at 80%. A little 80% GPU use. Hard disk never got above 80, board inside never got above 76, and most of it stayed unbelievably cool. I mean, I was just chuckling. This breathed so well. The entire back, every plate black here, if you can see them, even the pop-out plates are vented. The sides there, vented. The underside down here, vented. This thing breathes so easy, it's not even funny how cool this stays. Thermaltake did a really good job designing this case. This, something to attach that might have been nice, but easy to get around. Just put a 50-pound L bracket on it, done. All the USBs work really well, as do all the other smaller switches. Power eject, haven't wired that guy in, because I was kind of hoping to put it on something else with a little help from some Windows 10 tweaks, but I haven't quite done that yet. So yeah, should I rewire the eject button, that's what it'll be. For now though, just right clicking is totally cool. That's not a big deal, hey. Anyways, I'd have known it was going to breathe this much easier. I mean, it can get it to 160. Playing StarCraft 2 easily. Now it doesn't go up above 125, maybe 28, but it'll never see 130, and that's the hottest CPU core. Most of them are under 120. So yeah, it runs really cool. And I took a screen capture of StarCraft 2. Yep, got all the statistics and readouts right there. Really sweet app that monitors everything while I game. And the CPUs aren't pushing that hard. They're at about 9%. GPU is about 83%. But the temperatures in there is running so cool. And I can encode and I can broadcast at the same time. So I can use OBS to record video while I'm broadcasting it. And it does both for less than 20% CPU resources and without even pulling 125, 30 degrees. It's wonderful. It did not do that before I swapped it into this case, and now, oh, it is a night and day difference. It is just so nice. And look how clean! Everything in here, it's just so clean, and it breathes so easy. My God, does it breathe easy. So yeah, I'm impressed with it. And it's also 3 inches wider. This case is the widest one they sold. When I was looking for them, I wanted something that I could put a 140 millimeter 5-pipe CPU cooler on, and this one fit the bill. My old one, it was not wide enough to even get anything close to that. So this one's got over 160 millimeters of height inside the case. Included all the steel standoffs, included all the mounting gear, included everything. But yeah, it's a beauty. So it's sitting pretty, it's breathing easy. These are all 6-year warranty fluid bearing fans. It's got Arctic MX4 thermal paste. Everything, if it can cool it, it's set. It's nowhere near needing a CPU upgrade. It does everything there fine. GPU, admittedly, for StarCraft 2, it's straining. That might be nice to upgrade, but CPU-wise, it can do anything I need it to without straining, and it's energy efficient. Dozen plus green awards. Lenovo was really good about that, and this case breathes, and it's made it from recycled materials too. It's got some green awards as well. So I was very impressed. Alright, well, that's it for this update. She is sitting pretty, and hopefully the next future update will be about a GPU of some form. Or a much sought after Zerg plushie for the case, which, you know, admittedly I'm probably not going to find as easily. DeviantArt had a few, and they're a little hard to come by, but, you know, a little duck plushie down there. Little Raptor twins as well. Might be nice to see some Zergs there. No, I'm a big StarCraft 2 fan, so that would be cool. Alright, that's it for this update. Hope y'all enjoyed.